10 today? Or are we doing?
I'll tell you when we get there.
Well, you teasing bastard! I love it.
What the hell? Where is... Alright, what's going on with the fucking stream now?
Wasn't me.
Do it.
It's not picking up for all 20 like it should. What the shit? Of course.
I'm back.
Welcome back. The stream's going as soon as I can get the shit figured out.
Figure that shit out.
I'm working on it.
Figure it out.
Figure that shit, yo.
Now, what the actual fuck? That's weird.
La 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 la.
Well, let's apparently let's re-add. Well, let's see, let's turn it off. Ah, there we go. There we go. Now it's back to fucking what it should be doing. Alright,
Yay!
so let's get this position correctly.
We're saved. We're doomed.
We're getting it figured out.
We're all gonna die horribly.
Probably. But that's okay. So, that being said, speaking of you guys dying, I need... everybody give me your level 10 max hit points, please.
Man. 65. Oh, you want me to type it? That way you don't have to
No,
play this.
no, you can just say it, that's fine.
53.
3,
77.
7.
In a row?
How many, Steve?
73.
73. And how much for tambourine?
85.
85. Alright, thank you.
Okay,
very
Tamarine's
much.
checking for all traps.
Their claws are surprisingly awesome at
Oh.
trapping.
Tamarine, just dig through that wall. There's honey on the other side.
I have food, drinks. Everybody else all set and ready?
Let's make biscuits.
Yeah.
Let's make biscuits.
Oh yeah, Jason, one question. When you made the tambourine sheet, did you add the other stuff like the strength, natural armor, and dex bonuses?
I believe I did add his stats that I got from the D&D wiki.
Awesome.
So they should be there.
Sweet.
So what you're saying is you went wiki wiki.
Excellent, excellent.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I'm excited that I have a sheet for tambourine now. Now I will say that it was him doing things.
I will. Alright. I need to pull up Twitch chat real quick so I can see if anybody says something stupid. Or something awesome. Preferably
Wait a
something
minute.
awesome.
We always say something. Oh, you meant listeners.
Yeah,
We, I was. I'll be over here.
Alright. That being said, you guys cleared Ashenport last week. Finally, finally got out of there. Finished off. Went back to the city. The city was empty. When you guys got there, all valuables, people's possessions had found their way into the ocean by some mysterious occurrence. And that puts you guys roughly, let's see, draw a shape here, about in this little area, right in here. On the map, you're on the far east side of the map, a little bit southeast of Mogden. So do you guys want to make any preps? Are you burning Ashenport to the ground? What are you doing?
I stand behind burning it to the ground.
So we're okay. So we are assuming this is the past. Oh yes, Ashenport burned to the ground and then salted the ground.
All right, fair enough.
Pretty much. And then find enough stone to make a little statue of Dr. Vitus in the middle of the town.
I think Yonder's going to set it up so that there's like the trees in the middle are safe from like being burned. So what he wants to happen is he wants like the remnants to be like fertilizer for the trees to just take over the entire place.
That's nice. I can stand behind that.
Yeah.
Can we do a big ring of salt around the forest? Because I don't want these fish guys coming back. And you know, you throw salt on a fish, it freaks them out. So.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
I think he's thinking slugs, but whatever.
I want this to just be a forest.
That seemed like a possible enough reality to where I wasn't going to question it. I was like,
Hey, man.
really? Fish
She's
don't
using
like salt?
She's using orc logic. Throw
Well,
salt on a fish.
I imagine a freshwater fish may have some problem with salt.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, like,
you put
I have no
you
idea.
put a freshwater fish into salt water, it will kill them.
Well, yes.
Not
Well,
instantly,
yeah,
but
but
it will kill them.
that's not. This,
However, I think if you were to put a fish on the ground so that you could salt it, it would freak out regardless of where
It
it's
would freak
from.
regardless.
It's not in the water.
That's a fair point.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, you have a floppity fish, and then you salt it, and then it floppities harder because of the salt. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, that's really. It's just unusual enough to where I would have believed it because I don't fish. So, you could have told me that they'll just like curl up like a slug and just
They will calm down and accept their fate at that point.
right. they go out with a quiet dignity.
No, you know what? I would buy that. Olga's willing to hold off on the salting of the ground if you give her those sad druid puppy eyes. So she's willing to secede on the salting the earth.
All right.
But the town has to be burnt to ground. And a statue of Dr. Vitus in the middle of the town. Give him the Buddy Christ look.
Yeah,
I'm not going to argue with that. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Did you guys get my roll for last time when we were talking about... There it is, the sculpting check. At the end of last turn, we were like, let's build a sculpture of our entire team in the middle of the town. Do you want me to roll that? Or...
Yeah, go ahead and roll for it. See if you guys, see if you end up with like Chivy statues or something. It's a statue. It's made out of rock. That's about as far as it goes. But 9's not bad. Go ahead and give yourself another point in sculpting for the practice.
Yay.
Okay.
You guys, I think I'm getting the hang of sculpting.
Yeah.
Sorry, bear with me. I'm still eating dinner. So you guys are just gonna leave the town and the potential new forest behind.
Yeah.
All right.
This joint.
Yeah.
There is a road.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Good.
There is a road leading north out of the town. It's into a forest, kind of thick forested area. But it is heading in the general westerly direction that you know that you need to be heading.
So, what about the ship?
It is still there.
Didn't we pick up some shipping skills from our 6 months of voyage helping out with the ship?
You did.
Yeah.
Nobody had questioned it or brought it up yet.
Olga has to look really embarrassed when Dr. Vitus brings up the ship. She's like,
Except for Garen.
What did you do?
The Hellhound got a little out of control. He was really excited about playing with boats. I didn't see anything wrong. I may have, and she looks over at the piers, and all the ship is on fire. Yeah, sorry.
But on that topic, everybody but Garen, because he spent the whole trip seasick.
That's correct.
Does get some points in ship handing.
You burned the ship to the ground. Our fastest means of transport.
It wasn't my. It wasn't me. It was
I'm just saying we've. You burned the ship to the ground.
Didn't the ship bring us to a part where we were supposed to continue to walk from here?
Yeah.
So there's no. I mean, there's no real need to get back on the boat if we're going to continue to go forward from here.
You could have used it for later or something.
Could have. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not like you're gonna put the fucking ship in your bag of holding, man.
It would never.
I could have torn a hole in reality and sent the fucker through it.
Olga's just really embarrassed right now. She just really got into the excited burning. She saw you burning stuff down with a flaming bowling ball. She was summoning fiery little rats and stuff, getting into it, and the dog got out of control. She was really sorry.
All right, I suppose we'll make do.
Sad orc face.
So that being said, the walk from Ashenport to Mogdon is probably going to take you a couple of weeks.
Where is Mogden on the map, anyway?
It is to
Straight
the
north.
northwest of where Ashenport is, on the far eastern side of the map.
Eastern side.
Northeast
Where
corner.
the little red bit is.
Wait, I'm looking on the... Oh, wrong side. I'm looking on the west side. Oh, there's
The other
Mogden.
west.
Okay, there we
Hey,
go.
the other west.
And you guys are here.
And we're at that little red mark. Okay.
Alright, so the walk is going to take you guys a couple of weeks.
Yep. Well, me and my horse, anyway.
Are there things that you guys want to do / research, put time into during your walk?
Yeah, Yonder's going to write a letter to the spell oils, and think of some way that he can like send it to them with perhaps a like a hawk or something.
Alright, I have no problem with that.
Okay, cool.
Anybody else doing anything during your trip?
He's also going to make tiny statuettes of his team members and tell them stories of his encounters.
I will go to Luminosity every day and try to get my int point up one more. Eh?
No. However, Steve, go ahead and give yourself 4 points in 4 more points in sculpting
Yay.
for your practices.
How about... Can I increase my knowledge arcana if I'm reading my spell books on the way?
You don't have spell books, you're a sorcerer.
I mean, I don't require a spell book to cast from, but I am still learning the craft.
Sure, I will go ahead and raise it 5 points.
Yeah.
Anybody else doing anything during your trek?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a thought. Well, since we're doing this trek, and since we really couldn't have supplies, it's pretty much... I don't know about anybody else's supplies. I know the druid has good survival skill points, and Olga's got a ton of them in there. So I think it's pretty much Olga and the druid combining their efforts of creating food, which is naturally when you create it, its description is it's like eating cardboard.
Mm-hmm.
It's boring and bland. They can create good water. So we're doing a lot of scavenging / survival skill checking to get stuff to add to the boring food to make it not, my God, I'd rather starve than eat this.
Sure.
She's also been doing a lot of, hey, the druid seems to have this thing down with the animal, so she's been practicing her summon a little animal and use it to like, okay, go. She's trying to do better than just summon creatures and fling them to their death into battle for her own amusement. She's like trying to teach the dire rats to like pick berries. Badly, she's failing. So it's either I'm thinking she's trying to get better at handle animals, which is something she's terrible at because it's charisma based.
Alright, so you start summoning animals and using them as your dinner, but you spend the time catching them.
No, not dinner. Not as dinner.
No,
You can't eat.
I would
They
laugh
disappear.
for days.
They disappear, but it's instead of just sacrificing them, because it's the idea of the summon monster spell is you summon it, and as long as they don't die, they're like, woohoo! I've paid my dues to this dimension. I never have to come back, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's instead of just killing them and having them die for me in battle. It's like, no, I'm just using you to help me, and then you can go. Thanks a lot. See, I'm nice to animals, and they're usually like, go away, freaky lady.
I
Give-
just love this image of just a rat poofing into reality, and then Olga's like, get in the fire. It's like, it's a living.
It's my job.
Go ahead and give yourself 3 points in handle animal. Cypher, anything you want to do?
Nope, just making sure that my my mount is well taken care of, and
Alright, give yourself 2 points in handle animal then.
yay! Alright, which character sheet are we doing this on? Because there's
This is
two
on
of
your
them.
level 7 character.
On the level 7, okay. Let's
Don't
see,
switch.
handle.
Don't switch till 10 until I have told you.
And
Okay.
that means
Be right back.
Olga can actually be helpful. She's bonding with Garen, who seems to be getting more psychotic. She's like, I know how to brush your pony's fur now. Look. She gives him a summoned carrot that tastes like cardboard. Here. That out of the way. What is this?
That doesn't make any sense. Wait, what?
Go on,
Alright.
mother.
I'm back. Alright, so you guys are working on your various pursuits as you trek through the forest and the. I'm gonna zoom in on this a little bit more here. Out here, making your way towards Mogden, and so the forest eventually begin to give way to what becomes more of a coastal, kind of sandy, almost desert-like area.
Ooh.
And even that, as you're making your trek, it becomes a lot more hard-packed, and you're in a badlands, kind of, nothing's really growing, you're having to scavenge for some food, a lot harder than you were. You've taken to eating carrion birds and whatnot to survive. And it's definitely put your survival skills to the test as you've gone through this area. So everybody go ahead and give yourselves 3 points in, let me find a applicable skill here.
For like eating stuff?
For survival.
Survival.
Probably survival.
Oh, yeah, that would work. Go ahead and give
How
yourself
about
3.
jump?
You can either give yourself 3 points in jump or survival.
Yeah.
I can't increase my survival level.
Second column.
It won't let me do it.
Really?
Yep. I put the little cursor over it, and I get the little knot mark.
It should be in ranks.
The third column, then, sorry, not the big number. The second column where you can actually add pluses.
It's all.
So it should say wisdom. The first column should say nope,
Ah,
and the
here you
second
go.
column should let you.
I got it.
It's mine are funky. It's all like it's weirdly shaped.
Oh, I just edited it for you. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
thank you. I appreciate
Whatever
it.
that sentence.
Did you say 4? It goes up 4.
It goes up 3.
It goes up 3. Okay.
It's all like instead of it
I
being.
hate
straight
that I
up
have to
plus.
update 2 like character sheets now.
Well,
Oh,
luckily you won't be doing that for long. So, as you guys have gotten closer and closer to Mogden, and it's been about at the tail end of the third week. Cypher, as you guys have been getting closer, you've been getting some rather strange dreams.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing you can remember as you're waking up is this feeling of peaceful dread is probably the best way to describe it. You don't feel threatened, but there's definitely a sense of something hanging over in the air.
Okay.
And so that kind of happened to Cypher alone for the first couple of nights, and then everybody else in the party seemed to be getting the same feeling after about 3 or 4 nights. As this went on, the sense of dread got higher, and you guys begin to remember a figure from the dreams. It's he has a kind of ethereal way of moving about him, but he's physically there, and it is a knight in all black armor. It's scarred and battle rusted, but the helmet is pristine. The voice is at the back of your mind familiar, but not enough to where you could place it to belonging to any person. And you can't quite remember any direct conversations upon waking with this entity either. So this continues until you're all a bit on edge from not resting. You're worn out from the trek through this badland, burnt, deserted area. It's been a while since you've seen anything other than carrion birds and maybe some lizards that are surviving in the badlands that you're in. And one night, you've all drifted off to sleep. You've stopped putting up a guard because there's nothing out here for miles. You all kind of recognize each other in your dreams, and you have a feeling that you may be having a shared dream between the 4 of you. 5, including Tambourine. And the figure in black is there, and instead of being out in the Badlands, you're on top of a hill. The area around it is burnt, dead, desecrated, and all all the grass that was once there is brown and wilted, and there are these large shafts of obsidian stone that kind of jut out of the ground. And you get a feeling that the area has some importance, but it's not somewhere that has been frequented over the last several centuries. It's been left to kind of be this desecrated zone that nobody kind of goes into. And the figure addresses you as a group and says, you have started your trek to leave your mark on the world. This will at some point be a stop along the way. I'm doing what I can to ensure that the marks that you leave behind are accurate. He says, but I can't show you any further than the entrance here at this hillside. And with that, he kind of vanishes, and you find yourselves kind of out in this desecrated area, on top of this hill.
So the dream transported us from the wastelands we were in to the desecrated area with the weird obsidian thing sticking out of the ground.
Pretty much, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I completely spaced and forgot to give you guys something. Hang on. This will go on all of your character sheets.
Yay!
Fat loot.
It is gear for you guys, and I forgot to link it. So
Bag
it
of
is.
cookies.
There you
Bag
go.
of cookies. Oh, good grief. Okay. Gotcha. I see big long dungeoneering gear.
Yep, pretty much.
I see a big long list of dungeoneering gear.
I think the only things I may need to clarify are sunstones. Think glow sticks. You activate them and they glow.
Brave.
And speaking stones are walkie-talkies.
We don't want to walk talkie.
So there you go.
Quiet down, Peanut Gallery.
Skins.
And you will be using your level 10 character sheets at this point.
Hey.
No pressure. No pressure.
Yeah, let me just add this to the level 10 character sheet then.
Yep.
So that character sheet here, that goes there. And let's see, where are you? Other stuff. There it is. I'll put that under other things.
Foot pole. Okay, so using the level 10 character now. Dun 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 dun. Which means I need that piece of paper.
Paper is for gays.
The mail
Thanks,
game.
Obama.
Then I must be really happy.
Are you super? Thanks for asking.
I'm super.
It's where the old adage comes from, gayer than a notebook. We say that all the time in my hood.
In the dangerous
I
hood,
believe you.
in the dangerous suburbs.
That dude's gay as a notebook. Look at all that paper.
So you guys are left on this hillside. The ground is, there are spots that it's gravel, there are spots where it's just kind of caked in, dry, dead dirt. Nothing's really growing on top of this hill that you find yourselves on.
Well. Where am I on this map?
You are...
I see darkness. Darkness.
Do you?
I-
You should
I
see.
attack the darkness. Go left. Scroll
Yeah,
left.
top
Run the
left
upper left
corner.
corner.
Up left?
Yeah.
Let's see what I'm in the
Blackness.
top. It's all black.
Aha!
I forgot
Holy
that.
crap, look at that bear.
I'm in the back. I'm in the left, and I'm in the top left corner.
Yeah, I forgot to check a box. Hang on. You
Sucks
you
when
have
you
the
guys can't see
ability
the
to
dark.
see.
There we go.
Yeah, I forgot to give you the ability to see.
It's
Yeah.
a bear. Arr.
Ah,
There we go. And bear has sight too. There we go. Okay.
wow, such bear.
Very there.
What the hell? Oh,
Don't
There.
go exploring too much.
okay. There we go. Grr! Angry bear.
Alright, everybody can see them and the
Yes.
bear? Alright, good deal. Ignore the spots at the top of the map. That is to give you guys light. That's all that they are there for.
That's
I
the
can-
light outside of the place we're gonna go in and horribly have a time.
Yep.
I can see a bar above the bear and above Gingy's character. which
Yes,
is
I figured out how to do that, so you guys can see your health points now.
Yay!
Unless we're in the top square.
Yeah.
Boo.
So don't go in the top square. Good thing everything's kind of down from where you are. So
Yeah, but the orc and the emo guy doesn't have a bar.
do they not? Hang on.
No, they don't.
Ah,
No, you
fucking
can say that.
Because we're ninjas.
Oh, you know what? There we go.
Such ninja.
We're
Wait,
ninjas.
what?
Let
There
me
you go. There's
let
the
me
orc. The orc has one.
Let me go through all these. Hang on.
And
Go through and make sure
There
everything's
we
set up
go.
correctly.
Yeah.
See your names. See the bar. See names and bar.
the Born Tambourine.
Ah.
There we go. All right, so everybody should be able to see everybody's
Yes.
names and everybody's bars. Yes.
Yes.
All right, good
Yes.
deal.
Tambourine supremacy. That's what I see.
All right, so you guys are on top of this hill. What are you doing?
Well, I guess they're just going to. I'm going to continue forward. Me and my trusty steed.
Okay. Well, there's no
I-
trusty steed with you. It's just you.
What happened to my horse?
You don't know.
Ah!
Your
My
horse
horse
is gone.
is gone.
Tell me that was like mid-hike, the horse went, and you just ate shit and landed on the ground.
Well, this is the last thing that you remember is camping out in the Badlands and
Yeah, we went to sleep and we woke up
going
here.
to sleep for the night. Yeah.
The horse is gone. All right. Well, obviously, looking around, seeing that my horse is not where it's supposed to be, and we were not where we fell asleep.
It's like, is it weird? It's like I'm just sort of like shooting fire up in the air. Like I feel oddly stronger.
I just have this that is a perfect mental image for the night, though. The horse just goes poof. You guys see my horse anywhere?
Nope.
No.
I was
And the
just
horse is
riding
like-
it, and now I've got a mouthful of turf.
And the horse suddenly like appears in a bar, sitting like at the bar. Like, where was I?
Bartender.
was going-
Hey, why the long
What a
face?
long face.
Oh boy.
Uh,
All right. Well, obviously, looking around, seeing that my horse is not where I left him when I went to sleep, that we're in a new environment. This must still be a dream state. So I'm just going to continue forward as you do in the
Everybody
dream.
check your,
okay.
just,
So you-
check your back for kidney scars and
Yeah.
Cypher, you guys watch Cypher walk off the opposite side of the hill, not like off a cliff, but kind of going down the slope of the hill, and then come around and he's approaching you guys from behind now.
Oh,
oh good.
Choo choo.
I'm going to
we're in a Mobius place.
Sorry.
how is my staff doing? Is it like throbbing or being all veiny?
Not unless you were asleep.
But
Does
No,
anyone
well,
have like knowledge of names?
Actually, yes. When the figure in black was talking to you guys, it was. It is now not. Or is not any longer.
Okay. So we're definitely in an alternate state of being then.
yes.
Steve, sorry, you were asking me something.
Oh, I was sort of asking the party. Does anyone have knowledge of things like planes or things like that?
Some.
I do not.
Olga just has a sad look on her face. She's like, I don't have book learn.
Gingy, the staff would have stopped after he left.
Okay.
So you get the feeling you're still in your reality on your planet, in your plane.
Okay.
But he is probably not from your plane.
Okay. When I notice Cypher go off in the distance and then approach behind me, I'm going to cast Detect Secret Doors. Because we're clearly in a weird thing.
What is that? What is the specifics of that spell? Let me see if I can.
You can detect secret doors, compartments, hatches, and so forth. Only passages, doors, or openings that have been specifically constructed to escape detection are detected by the spell.
Okay, so you do get some faint feedback from the spell, not anything in your immediate vicinity, but you do get a little bit of kind of feedback from it, that there may be something around you that would count as a secret door, but it's not anything in your immediate vicinity.
Okay, I'm going to share that information with everybody as I learn it.
Okay.
That there is some sort of an exit does exist, but I'm having trouble pinning it down.
I'm just gonna walk. Since I walked one direction and came up from behind, I will walk in the direction that I just arrived in and see if it all leads back to the same place. So I'm just gonna continually walk in different directions and see where it leads me.
Okay. And
are you going to Neo that shit?
As you get to the base of the hill, or where the base of the hill would be, you find yourself back approaching the group again.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm just going to continually... I'm trying different directions to see if they all lead back to the same place.
And after about 5 minutes, you've tried all, 8 major cardinal directions, and they all kind of bring you back to the same spot.
Okay.
Hold on. Paradox time, motherfucker. What I would like to do is take a few steps kind of over here and look at the group. Just keep my eye on the group, and I'm going to start walking backwards.
Okay.
And I would like to see at which point in this field does my vision change? At what point does me looking this way become me looking this way?
It doesn't. What happens is as you're looking at the group as you're walking away backwards, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So what happens is as your field of vision drops below the crest of the hill, so you can no longer see anybody, you begin to walk backwards into the group.
Fuck.
Aha!
Can one of us go halfway down the hill?
Sure.
Yeah.
Can we hold hands and form a chain?
If you go halfway down the hill, I mean, this is a rather large hill, so you go halfway down the hill, you can still see the crest of the top, and you can still see everybody. You have not walked towards the other everybody. I don't know how else to phrase that sentence.
Right. So what this seems like is that there's not a portal of some sort. This is actually like a Mobius.
Yeah.
So while they're busy exploring everything, Olga, who got confused the first time that the armored knight walked off and suddenly appeared behind her, she's just getting more and more confused, and finally she realizes she kneels down and pulls out her artifact and does an augury spell to pray to the goddess to go, you want us to do something, but I'm not your sharpest spoon. What do you want me to do?
All right.
She's willing to put her faith in the higher power of magic.
Have you explored anywhere? Are you just standing kind of right where your token is?
She is kneeling right where her token is. She was spinning in a circle, watching the paladin disappear and reappear all around her, and then she watched the sorcerer nope his way backwards and suddenly start coming back towards us without turning around.
Okay.
And got confused.
So as you put your dagger in the ground, you're putting it into a pit of gravel, and the gravel around it begins to kind of give way as if there's an opening buried kind of underneath it.
All right.
She will grab her dagger up and look confused, but then she'll be like, "Thank you, Ouijas. It's a sign. There's a hole here."
Hey guys, let's go down that hole.
So everybody kind of, yeah, kind of. Is everybody following?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna grab you all for the time being and move you here.
I just imagine Olga stabbed into the ground. A sinkhole opened up, and she's like, "It's magic!" Poof, it falls through.
It just opens right around her and just flumps.
Alright. So, at the other end of the corridor is a single kind of, let me restart that sentence. Hang on. The north side of the hill is formed by, or the room that you're in is formed by of a 20-foot high ceiling made of kind of sand and gravel and some hard-packed clay bricks. It's definitely been worked. It's definitely an intentional corridor. At the other end of the corridor stands a 12-foot high oak door.
So down here, 12-foot high oak door.
Yes. Cypher, are you moving that far?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, 6.
Okay.
Yes.
Roll me a reflex check.
Yay, reflexes! Alright, let's see. Reflex.
Right out of the gate.
I don't have any wait, let me verify that my fucking bonuses are right, because this doesn't make any sense. It's the same bonuses I had at level fucking 2. So let me see if I get to change that or not. 43. Oh, good, here we go again with this fucking shit freezing on me. Come on, you're a goddamn PDF. Act like one.
No, you
There we go.
You mean it needs to update 15 times a day?
Sorry, if you want to read that page, you're gonna have to update the viewer.
Okay, level 10. 733. Yay! Base scale.
I thought I updated those for you.
7. Nope.
My bad.
3.
You're still looking at your level 10 sheet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just make it.
My level, my base
updated
save
it.
was 411, so it's not. It's supposed to be 733. All right, so reflex save. Pick.
All right. So as Cypher gets here, the ceiling of this room begins to slowly, at first, descend.
It's a subtle hint that we're supposed to leave the entry room right there.
So I'm going to, let's just do, hang on just a second. Everybody do me a favor and just roll initiative so I get a turn order of some sort going.
Highlight.
It's not,
Initiative.
you're not doing combat, this is just so I get action order. Let's see. If you just rolled it, you may have to re-roll it or I can enter them.
Oh, no problem.
Damn it! It's a good roll too.
I'll
There,
just
I
enter
will go
yours.
last.
Turn.
We'll go last.
Cypher, you had
Same roll.
19. Oh, there you go. Alright, cool. And Tambourine needs one. Oh, there it goes. Perfect.
You know, if I use horror movie logic, this means I'm going to survive.
Alright, so Genji. Cypher approached the door at the other end of the hallway, and as he approached it, the ceiling in the hall has begun to slide down.
Shit. I would like to cast Detect Magic to see if I can find any sort of rune lever or hidden device in the room that may stop the ceiling.
No, there is no device of magical properties in the hallway.
What about a device that's being concealed through magic?
No.
Piss.
Alright, Cypher, what are you doing?
Well, 1, and then is the door locked?
It is not.
What kind of is it? A latch? Is it a door?
It's a pull, but it doesn't pull, it doesn't move. It's not locked, but it's not you get the feeling the door is not intended to be open. It's or that it's a false door.
Ah, shit.
Piss.
Okay.
Yeah, one more minor action.
The door doesn't move. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I guess I'm just going to put a firm boot to it to see if it fucking is this wall or if it actually is hiding an entry or an exit path thing.
Yeah, roll me a strength check.
Alright, here we go. Yes, Kitty, what can I do for you? You gonna roll my strength check for me, Cat? Okay.
You don't get bonuses for using cats.
Okay,
Damn
here we
it.
go.
It was a good try.
Oh boy, that was horrible there.
So your boot bounces off the door, and you get the feeling that door is not going to go anywhere.
Okay.
All right, Yonder, what are you doing?
Kitty, you rolled horribly, you know that.
Blame the cat.
Alright, Yonder's gonna put a, well, he's gonna cast a spell called Blockade.
Okay.
He's going to, so what this does is it creates a 5-foot cube of dense wood.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna put it right here.
Okay.
And, so there will be a cube of wood right here.
Yeah, right where your token is?
Right.
Sorry.
Is the entire ceiling is going down? Is that
Yes,
correct?
the entire ceiling. So where
Alright,
are you
gotcha.
where are you putting this?
He'll walk right there and he'll put it right there.
Okay. What's Tambourine doing?
He's gonna be a bear and hang out.
He's
Just
gonna
gonna
put his paws
fart
up.
and look at its weird penis.
Tambourine's whole character sheet for anywhere that I could type it just says bear.
Bear.
All right, what's Olga doing?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, Olga is obviously, she's seen her barrels reacting and suddenly looks up and goes, "Huh, is the hole that we came down gone?"
No, it's still there.
So everybody's looking at she's like, the door doesn't open, the ceiling's coming down. Olga's just like standing under the hole they came down and pointing up like,
It's a, it's kind of, there's no way for me to show it on Roll20 very well, so deal with my terrible drawing.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be AFK for a second.
But it's kind of like you guys have done something like this, and you're now in this section, and the door is like right here.
What are you drawing?
Yeah,
What
I
am
see
I
nothing.
missing?
Oh crap!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't see what you're drawing.
I don't know. Let's see. Hang on. I don't know how to show this to you. I'll see if I can fit it all in the hallway. I
description
forgot.
sounded great though.
Like that.
Description sounded.
Does that kind of
can't
make
see what you're
sense? It should be in the room right above you.
Oh, there we go. Yep, it just showed up. It had time delay. Okay, so we slid down and then came in.
So there's a slope that you can walk back up to get out of the hallway. That's
Okay, so
the word I was looking for.
Olga's suddenly pointing up the exit ramp like, guys, bear, exit.
Is she gonna move that direction, or are you just gonna point at it?
She's a linear thinker. Olga's gonna walk back out the exit
Okay.
to see if it's still okay.
All right.
Like not be crushed by ceiling.
Yep, you got 6 blocks.
Do I have 6? What?
You got 6 blocks to move for your full movement.
Okay, you want me to walk north out of the grid we can see that we're in?
Yeah.
All right, back.
Okay, I'll go 2 and stop just right outside to go.
Yep. All right.
There it is. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I came out the wrong end. There.
No, you're
There's-
fine. You're
Oh,
fine.
okay. Always like
That's-
okay.
Yeah, doing this visually, because Roll20, everything's designed from a top-down perspective, so doing this laterally, it's weird, but yeah, it's working. Okay. All right, Gingy, what are you doing?
Fuck it, I'm just gonna follow Olga.
All right, so you gonna balance out.
I mean,
too?
yeah, I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense at the moment.
Oh,
We can
Olga's linear
refigure
thinking?
things out.
Yeah, Olga's linear thinking is finally paying off.
All right.
Right. And I was like, we can let the ceiling drop all the way down and then plan our next move.
Well, yeah, guys. It's not gonna drop all the way down now.
Cypher, what are you doing?
That's a lot of weight to be held up by that block of wood.
Right. I don't know if I'm trusting it.
What if it dispels?
I guess. Well, how fast is the ceiling moving? Would you say?
In game terms, you have 2 more rounds to get out of that hallway.
Alright, hold on a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm going to walk along the briskly walk along the outskirts of the room, checking the wall as I walk to see if there's anything there. And let's see. So I was here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that will move me to here.
You do not find anything along the wall.
Okay.
All right, Steve, what are you doing?
Yeah, I guess if everyone else is heading out, I'll head out too.
All right. And I'm assuming Tambourine is following suit.
Yeah.
All right. Goat, what are you doing?
Well, since the sorcerer followed Olga out, she's actually looking, and now the druid and the bear, she yells down, you coming out? To the paladin. She doesn't want to hear the sound of a tin can in the blender.
All right. Gingy, do you have anything you want to do at the moment?
Well, I am... Now, when I initially cast the Detect Secret Door, and I got sort of an impression of a door, was it at the same place our new opening is, or did it feel like it come from another place of the area?
It felt like it came from another place in the area.
All right. In that case, I guess I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna still myself to the power of the universe. I'm gonna hold Steve's hand, and I'm gonna just fucking concentrate the shit out of detect secret door.
Okay. You
do you want to?
You get a more specific feeling that the door is a smaller sized door, and that it is a good bit into kind of into the hill. It's a good distance in the hill. I don't know how else to phrase that.
The files are inside the computer.
Inside.
Alright, and Cypher, I'm assuming you're taking this action to
Yeah,
leave?
I walked. Yeah, it's 1, 2, and then there.
Alright, so as soon as Cypher makes his way back up the slope out of that hallway, the loud sound of wood crunching and breaking and splintering echoes out from in the slope.
Free action high five, Olga.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys are back on top of your hill now. Yonder, what are you doing?
So
I did share that information, by the way, just before you make a turn. I want to make that clear that once I was able to detect there's some sort of passage through the hill, I am going to share that with class.
Okay.
Alright, so, yeah, what does this passage look like?
The one that you just came out of?
No, the smaller one.
Oh, that is just something he felt. He hasn't actually seen anything.
Okay.
That was just kind of a feeling that he has.
Oh, I see. Can I make a spot check or something to
Spot check.
see where that might be?
Never gets old.
So
Or a search check?
I guess the explanation I should give, it's nowhere in the immediate vicinity. It feels like he's getting the feeling coming from inside the hill somewhere. So there's definitely a passage inside the hill somewhere that has a secret door, but is not in your immediate vicinity.
Yeah, the secret door might be somewhere through that room. It's just, that was a bad room. It had a bad trap to start with. It was like, ruh-roh.
I see.
So, heard the sound of crunching wood. It's Olga's last action turn, so I gotta wait till everybody's done.
So is there anything specific you want to do, Yonder?
Yeah, not unless you guys want me to burrow, we could wait for the door to finish closing and then see if we can get, or the ceiling to finish closing and see if we can like walk over it or something.
It has finished closing. That's what the loud crunching sound was.
Right.
As your barrier got pulverized.
Right. Can we look back in?
You can. There is a large, solid slab. Basically looks like it's one piece of sandstone that is taking up the entrance to where the hall was.
Yeah, so it didn't do the crunch down, open back up. It was like, nope, it came down and set.
This is finely crafted. You can't get the blade of a dagger between the wall and this block of sandstone. It's that close together.
What's the space now between the top of the slab and the opening?
So hang on, I'm misunderstanding the question.
Now that the slab has lowered and touched the floor,
right?
Can we re-enter walking on top of the slab? What's the space between the slab and the ceiling?
Gotcha. Okay, the slab is taking up the full extent of the hallway. So that same kind of space that you couldn't fit the blade of a dagger between the slab and the wall is the same with the ceiling.
Okay. Whose turn is it?
It is Steve's.
My turn.
Okay, just checking.
Yep.
Okay. Do you guys want me to turn this thing into sand?
Fuck it. Let's see what happens.
I could also turn it into mud, I guess. But...
sand seems more negotiable.
No stone to flesh?
Oh God!
You guys want
a jiggly cube of meat.
Is this gonna be like that episode of Futurama where Bender turns into a human?
Yes.
Woo!
Can I give sentience to the sandstone?
Yonder has a particularly morbid thought about doing just that, and then dismisses it from his mind. He's gonna cast Transmute Stone to Sand.
Okay. The stone crumbles into sand, fills most of the hallway up to the point where you're not able to see the door on the other side.
Alright.
If you spent a day, you could probably dig out enough of the sand, assuming all 5 of you are working on it, to get back to the door.
Jesus.
I wasn't gonna do that. I was going to cast burrow on myself
Okay.
and dig down to the door.
Okay.
Wait. That's
Yeah.
what Olga wants to ask the druid, because you're casting the spells in here. She's like, so you're going to dig through the block that fell down, or are you going to dig around the room? Which one's easier?
Probably dig through it, because it's
just
sand.
sand.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's sand. Okay, all right. So Olga will just step to the side, because he's going to be like throwing, like a cat going through the litter box.
All right. So you get back after a couple hours of digging, because that's a shit ton of sand. You get back to the door, and you move enough of the sand away from the door that you can try to open it. All right. While he is doing that, and is Tambourine assisting you, or?
I don't think he has the burrow ability.
Okay. Is there anything you want him to do while you're digging? Because it's going to take you at least a couple turns to take that far.
He needs to walk around on the ball, basically. Is what he's got a fez.
Yeah, when we woke up, did Tambourine have any type of accessories? Like
No,
a vest?
unfortunately, he did not. No symbols or vests or causes.
I'm gonna have Tambourine look around for things that might be able to be crafted into a vest or a ball or
Okay.
How about
Some type of-
chainsaw for arms? Does he got a chainsaw for
Right.
arms?
Does he have huge chainsaw hands and D-cups full of justice?
All right, Olga, what are you doing?
Well, the druids seem to have decided we're gonna dig through. So I was like, oh, okay, everybody's gonna be digging through there. Olga was just making sure her spells are memorized, which is important. We get that 2nd level spell back,
Okay.
and kind of sitting calmly because she was very stoked that her first action of the night could, in theory, have been the smartest one, to leave the room where certain death was coming.
All right. So Olga's meditating. Gingy, what are you doing?
She's meditating.
Well,
Self-satisfaction and smugness radiate from me.
That's right.
I'm kind of curious to what's going to become of our burrowing friend in the sand pit. So,
Well,
I guess just for giggles, I will, since we're, out of combat, I'm just going to free action this and try to detect door again and see if I'm honing in like an increasingly vivid beat on that passage.
It is. Yeah, it's okay. There is a definite feeling that it is coming from much further in this direction. And by much further, I mean, yeah, you're getting a feeling somewhere over here. So you
Holy
are,
crap,
yeah.
the things that my map just do.
You are quite a ways away from everybody at
Magic!
the top of this hill.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to divining rod that shit and start following that impression of a door until I get to it.
You gonna tell me about
Until I
it?
get to the spot. Yeah, I anytime I'm looking for anything that's going to be group beneficial, I by default tell everybody. I will share the knowledge of, hey guys, there's a door.
I would say you could yell back to everybody.
But then
but you
again, I
don't even
said that
need to.
last time. We just didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, so you've got the speaking stone, so you're kind of telling everybody, hey, the feeling is a lot stronger over in this direction. Alright. Cypher, what are you doing?
Well, we're killing a couple hours, right, while he's digging?
Well, he's going to be digging for a couple hours, yeah.
Alright, so... I guess... what would have happened is, obviously, because I walked the 8 cardinal directions and had no luck, he, the orc dug into the ground and found a hole, and we all went through that. So what I'm going to do is just take my spear and use it as a walking stick, basically, and just, stab the floor as I'm walking along to see if there's anything else that appears underneath this.
Alright.
So I'll just be walking in, since I have several hours to kill. I'll eventually end up by where Gingy is.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to be walking all over the place, so that's the plan.
That's
yeah.
where you'll make it this turn. Yonder is digging, yes?
Not if someone told me to go somewhere else.
Okay. So Gingy...
He's gonna come back up if someone's like, there's a better door this way.
Well, Gingy got the feeling that the door that he was looking for is coming from further east.
Yeah, so he went off as like, guys, it's this way. So I'm gonna start digging my way out then.
Okay.
And be like, oh, okay, well, if this isn't the only door, I thought that was what we were gonna do.
Okay. What's Olga doing?
Well, she was kind of hanging to make sure the tunnel didn't collapse on the druid.
Mm-hmm.
So if him and the bear are coming back out, she's waiting patiently for them. She's just gonna like brush some sand out of his hair.
Okay.
Good tunnel.
Gingy, what are you doing?
Well, now that I'm here, I'm going to start feeling around physically at first for anything like that may be a lever, a mechanism.
Okay. Roll me
brushing the ground around, feeling rocks.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
Copping a feel on the ground.
I'm totally copping feels on the ground. Oh boy.
Haha, I'm not the only one.
Nothing presents itself as you explore that time. Cypher, you're continuing your walk with your stick, yes?
Yep, yes I am.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. What's Yonder doing? You going to catch up with everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're all going to catch back up together. That being said, nothing substantial is going to happen right now, so I'm just going to move you all at the same time.
Okay.
To make our lives easier.
Sounds fair. So in other words, our sorcerer has used his divination type abilities to find the right door. Not the door of certain death.
An area, a door somehow.
Let's just make sure that sentence is corrected. He has found a door. There's no guarantee it is the right door.
He has found an area. Is probably accurate.
I think any door is better than the last door. That
you
the
say
door
that
of certain
now.
Doom.
This was gonna be like, this is a room made of fire.
Yes. Instant die. Poof.
That's later.
No,
everyone bursts into flame.
That was the starter trap where it moves slowly. Then we go to another room where it moves slightly faster.
We walk in, as soon as someone touches the doorknob, you just hear the distinct sound of a metal pin removing from something. Just a chink, and then dead.
Oh.
This fucking Dark Souls, crushed, dead, everybody died.
So, re-roll those characters. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, Gingy, roll me a d20. Or actually, you know what, everybody's there. You can just take a 10 on this. So, after prodding around at the
yeah, look at that, another 2.
At the top of this hill, as everybody kind of went up to meet you, you found another spot of soft soil, or a spot of soft soil rather, that kind of gives way as you put some pressure on it, and kind of crumbles into another slope down. This one leading to another corridor, but it seems like it's actually a little bit more worked and a little bit more taken care of. There's no dust. There's no dust on the ground. There's no nothing seems kind of out of place. There's an interesting kind of path of runes and words along the floor that kind of snakes its way back down the hall.
Eat at Joe's.
And give me a second, I can actually give you guys a picture of said hallway. And if anybody has been in said hallway before, shut your fucking mouth. There you go. For those of you if anybody's watching, wants a picture of said hallway. There you go.
Oh.
Well, alright then.
Oh yeah, this is that hallway where everybody fucking dies. I remember this.
So the brilliant colors are kind of everywhere in this hallway. Pigments are painted on the stone, and they're undimmed. They look like they've been painted recently. The floor is a kind of colorful mosaic. The runes and words are written in red. Few chips and gaps reveal cement or plaster covers on the underlying stonework of the corridor, and it mostly provides a smooth surface for many of the illustrated scenes.
I'm basically just going to put it right out there, like, don't move. I don't trust. There is way too much magic inscribed on the fucking floor, walls, and ceiling. I don't want anybody moving yet.
Is it radiating magic?
No, it's not.
So, question, is that a painting of a door that's locked with a board, or is that an actual door?
That is a painting of a door that is locked with a board.
Okay, thank you.
The images on the walls depict fields with cattle grazing, a corpse with several wolves in the background, slaves, human, orc, elven, and strange human-animal hybrids of pig-human, ape-human, and dog-human, going about various tasks. Certain paintings are more focused to show rooms of some buildings, a library filled with many books and scrolls, a torture chamber, and a wizard's workroom. Chairs, windows, boxes, bales, doors, chests, birds, bats, spiders, and all manner of things appear on the wall.
I've got a wizard's twerk room, by the way.
So I need you guys to move, as you're moving through here, just take it one square at a time, please, so we can make sure that things are triggered as they should be.
God damn it.
I'm sorry, my comms were going in and out. It was my damn headset a little bit. I got all the mural. It's just on the floor. That's like the waving. This thing is like a weaving. I'm pointing at my fucking screen, but the snaking scrolls that are on the ground. That's the only thing written on the ground.
That is.
Okay, so it's murals on a wall, ceiling, epic stuff, and the writing's on the floor. Okay.
Correct.
And the writing on the floor is runes of some kind.
It is. It's runes, and if you guys, and it's in common as well. If you take the time to actually kind of study and look at it, you could probably decipher it as you followed it down the hall.
Okay, well, you know what that means.
It is, let's see, Gingy found it, so we'll say it's Gingy's turn, just to get everything back to square one. Alright, Gingy, what are you doing?
Read magic. I'm casting read magic.
Does that allow you to read magical inscriptions, or what are the specifics of that?
By means of read magic, you can decipher magical inscriptions on objects, books, scrolls, weapons, and the like. That would otherwise be unintelligible. This deciphering does not normally invoke the magic contained within the writing, although it may do so in the case of a cursed object. Okay. Let's see, where is it? You can read at the rate of 1 page per minute. Okay. So I figured I might be able to use that to basically read the floor quickly instead of trying to squinty decipher it.
Alright, so you can read a section of it. It says that Acererak congratulates you on your powers of observation. So make of this whatever you wish, for you will be mine in the end no matter what. And then it continues on down the hall. But that's about as much as you can get from your current vantage point.
Okay.
Does anybody have knowledge history?
Little man.
Sad.
Where's my character sheet? Where the fuck did it go?
I ate it.
What the fuck? There you go.
Yeah, Olga can make a roll for that at -2 for the lulz.
History. Knowledge, history.
I'm gonna go for it.
Alright, go for it.
Yeah,
right.
Olga knows the word history.
Okay.
What the fuck? Why does my character sheet keep disappearing?
Fuck it, I'll roll.
Holy shit. So Gingy apparently just fucking aced history, even though he slept through the whole class.
Way to cram, man.
The name
last night's study session.
The name Acererak sounds familiar to you, and your memory is that it is a lich of legend that was dispatched by use of one of the god pens.
Oh, good.
And
get that lich of phylactery. Liches love phylacteries.
And that, you know, it's the story of it has fallen into legend and to the point of being a bedtime story for children. But suffice it to say that he gained his powers and then built himself a tomb that was to be maintained on a regular basis by demons.
Oh, nice.
Before he was slain and pinned via one of the legendary swords, Deopen. In fact, with that roll, I'll go ahead and give it to you. The sword itself is the hilt and handle are made from bone, wrapped in human leather. The blade is made from iron that was distilled from blood, and has a rust color to it.
Cypher, I think we have you a sword.
Woohoo! You know what's gonna happen, right? We're gonna walk in, and there's gonna be this fucking shriveled old mummy guy who's gonna be standing over a boiling cauldron. Then he's gonna he's gonna say something and fucking turn into a buff monster.
So buff.
So swole.
He's gonna turn into
I
a
hope
dragon.
everyone's wearing their sweaters.
He's gonna be turned into a dragon with cybernetics. We're all gonna be like, nope.
That was a Thundercats reference that people missed there. That makes me sad.
I did. I was trying to avoid going the Thundercats route.
Alright, so, yep.
Sword. The unliving.
Alright.
Because I know I'm Snarf. Okay, I know I'm Snarf on this team. I'm the easily expendable comic relief.
So Gingy spent his turn deciphering part of the script written on the floor. Cypher, what are you doing?
I'm moving along the path.
Alright.
Yeah, there's definitely evil to be smited here.
Okay.
Are you stopping there?
You said one square at a time?
Yeah. Just move one, and then if I don't say anything, take another move.
Okay. I thought we were only allowed to move one square
No,
at a time.
you can move your full action, just move one square at a time so I can see where you are.
Alright, well, my first square would have been next to the bear, and then, so basically I'm just going to follow the...
Follow the red blood road?
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Roll me a reflex.
Reflex roll! What? Woohoo!
Those are... Hang on, let me see what the DC is on those. On that. 28. Alright. The floor under your foot gives way. Swinging open, as you fall about 10 feet into a spike-filled pit. Roll me a fortitude save.
Fortitude save. Alright. Roll. How's that? Is that 30 good?
30 is good. So you're not taking poison damage from the spikes. But you did take damage. Let's see, from how many spikes here? From none of the spikes. Okay, so you only took the falling damage. So you only took 4 damage.
Haha! I shrug it off with my damage reduction. I laugh in the face of a 10-foot spike pit.
Okay. So you got damage reduction, so you take no damage from that? Alright.
Yeah, my damage reduction is 5, so.
Alright, good deal. Steve, what are you doing? Cypher just fell in a pit, by the way.
Yeah. So, Yonder's going to turn into a celestial bear.
Yes!
That's his animal form.
Fucking space bear.
He's gonna come up next to the pit and try and pull Garen out.
Okay. That is the pit, by the way. The red square there.
Okay.
Alright.
It's a big ass pit.
Roll me a strength check.
Okay.
I weigh 200 pounds.
Chances are you'll be fine in celestial bear form, but you know.
Yes.
Yeah, look at my,
You could botch it and not be able to lift a piece of paper.
That's true, that's very true.
It's all 3D and shit. Look at that.
It is all 3D and shit.
Spike.
Oh, while you're down there, Cypher, the poison on the spikes looks like it has been applied to them recently.
That doesn't shock me.
Okay.
For my druid who is struggling, what kind of celestial bear is it you turn into?
The brown bear. So yeah,
Brown
I'm
bear?
just looking at
Your
my
strength is 27.
So
I think you can pull him out.
Well, I could roll
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Well, make sure that
For-
you add the temporary whatever it is to make your
For-
strength 27.
yeah. For ease of play, you could pull him out with a strength of 27. That's easy. All right. What's Tamarine doing?
All right,
Yeah.
Tamarine.
Putting? He's like, dude, nice bear form. Way to go.
Way
Uh,
to bear, sir.
Way to bear.
Roar, roar. Bro, you bear.
Yeah, he's gonna stay behind me.
Okay. Bro, do you even bear? What's
He does,
Bear, bro.
he
He's
does
gonna-
in fact bear.
what's Olga doing?
Well, she just watched the druid go poof and turn into a holy beast, and the paladin attempted to attack the building that we're in. So Olga is gonna shift over to the other side of the sorcerer because, just checking, is the mural that's on all the walls also on the wall behind us?
There's no wall behind you. That's kind of the mouth of the hallway
That's
where you guys
that's
came
the
in.
mount. So we came in through the okay, because Olga was thinking about like if we came in through a door, she's gonna do like the chalk mark X on the wall, like this is how to get out.
No, it's a very similar ramp, like the entrance to the
This-
door
okay.
that didn't open.
Gotcha. Just wanted to make sure on that. So the entrance is still there. So the cool murals that are on the wall, Olga has no artistic ability or anything, but it'd be a good use of a cantrip, I think, a little guidance. Does any of the pictures seem like really wrong? Because you said like there's slaves working the field. Okay, they're all human slaves. They're all mixed race slaves.
They
or does
are-
anything seem really wrong out of the mural?
They are mixed race slaves. So there's orcs, there's humans, there's human apes, there are human dogs. There are two dog-headed figures holding a box, and the box actually does protrude from the wall. There is the other things of note are the dungeon painting. There's a painting of a wizard's kind of workroom, but nothing seems especially blasphemous.
But on like you said, Olga that's the thing she noticed. It was like the box thing he points out from the wall. So she's like gentle elbow to the sorcerer and go, I spotted the box thing. I'm cool right here by the exit. I don't want to open up a pit underneath my feet.
All right, Gingy, what are you doing?
Well, can you show me on the map where the hallway where this box is protruding?
Yeah, it is. Let me get him.
Where on the doll did he
I
touch you?
think.
Right? Show me on the
Right here.
hallway where the bad man's box is.
Let me.
The sorcerer touched me right here. Oh my god.
Let me see if I can find it. Hang on. So that is 4. Okay. Hang on. The map and key are. It's I'm gonna use a different color. Just to be. Draw shape. Yes.
Hot pink, hot pink, hot pink,
No,
hot pink.
no.
Hot, damn it. Damn it.
Right there.
I never get the hot pink.
Fucker! Are you serious?
I am.
Alright. Here's what's up. I am. After attention was drawn to the box, I would like to cast Mage Hand to try to push that
There
box
we go.
Push it in
Yeah.
towards the wall.
I would like to push it towards the wall.
Okay. It does not move.
Fuck. Can I same action try to pull it since I'm still casting the same spell?
Sure, it doesn't move. I should give you a better description of this box. Well, it does have a small hinge on the front bottom. So it looks like basically the front of the box that is, out towards the rest of the hallway would swing down.
Okay, well if I can see that plainly, then that's what I'm going to try to open. I'm going to try to work with the hinge.
You guys are going to have to bear with me here and back up for a second. Cypher, you did not take any damage or fall into a pit. I read the map key wrong. That is completely my fault. Oh shit. Yeah, hang on.
In fact, the
Cypher,
entire thing
can
was
I
a dream.
see if I can move you? There we go. Okay. I apologize. That is bad DM's fault. I read that completely wrong as far as what was where. So let's redo this. Hang on. Apologies to all involved. The markers
The
on
pit was just a hallucination.
it was the
It was a dream
markers
sequence.
on the map use the same thing for the pits as they did for the this other thing where the box is, and so it's a little confusing. My apologies. But yeah, so right there is where the box protrudes from the wall.
It's a big box.
I was gonna say, is that the size of the box? Is it actually like 10 feet long?
No, it's not actually
dude
10
size.
feet long. I'm trying to get something proportional. There we go.
Okay.
That's better. Okay, so there's the box.
What's in the box?
What's
And-
in
What's in the
and it-
box?
the
I
box?
was reading this, I was like, how the fuck are they supposed to do that with a pit directly under them? Like, that didn't make any goddamn sense. I was like,
Magic jazz hands.
went back and looked at the map. I was like, oh, they did stupid things. Okay, so yeah, that's where the box is.
All right. Well.
So
okay.
we are going to rewind back to. It never happened. Hey, they can pull it off in Doctor Who. I can pull it off in D&D, right?
God. No, that just means like keep getting quirkier until your fan base shifts into total awful territory.
This season I haven't enjoyed nearly as much. They've been on Earth like 90% of the time, and it's just like,
Yeah.
why am I watching a show with an alien if they're going to be on Earth the whole goddamn time?
I haven't
So-
watched that show since 9.
I liked Eccleston a lot. Eccleston was
Eccleston has been
favorite.
my favorite of the
he's
quote
really
new
good.
series.
So good.
Peter Capaldi is doing a good job at being a grumpy doctor, and I like him as the doctor, but they have spent the entire fucking season, aside from like 2 episodes, one of which took place on a train, so they could have been on Earth and it wouldn't have mattered.
There's no reason.
And the other one was in a bank. Again, they could have been on Earth and it wouldn't have mattered. So,
I've been meaning to watch the new one. I just haven't cared enough to pursue it.
yeah, it's good. It doesn't.
They're just like setting it up. Like we know that Clara's not going to be around for a lot longer, so like I feel like all they're doing is setting up that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, I don't care. Just like get to the Doctor exploring space.
And you know, with Christopher Eccleston, they spent the whole time on Earth, but it felt alien because you had like Face of Bo, and you had them go and watch the Earth get destroyed in the 2nd episode, and there was just all this other stuff going on, and it felt like you were dealing with aliens. And this one, it's just like, yay, it's a new Doctor, yay. Like I like him, just the plots have been kind of lackluster.
Yeah.
Anyway,
9 was my favorite. 10 was okay, but everything I hated about 10, they just like maxed out with 11.
yeah, I can see
Like,
that.
I remember old Doctor Who when I was a kid. Like, yeah, there wasn't. It had a sense of humor, but it wasn't like a wacky show.
Yeah. They've done a lot less of that with Capaldi, so you'd probably enjoy it a lot more. He's a lot more like Eccleston than he is Tennant.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I've wanted to check out since, but I can't be hurt again.
Yeah, their plots just need some work this time around, because I'm just like, this doesn't feel like I'm watching an alien. This feels like a grumpy old guy and his manic pixie girl sidekick, and I'm just like, eh.
Don't you make that comparison with Clara.
Anyway,
She's adorable.
all right. So there's
I sense thrown shoe.
almost. There's a box protruding from the wall there, Cypher. You are not in a pit, nor have you ever been in a pit.
Okay. Well, then I guess I would have, like I said, I would have followed the thing and over here by the box.
All right, so you got to the box there. Are you stopping to investigate said box, or are you just walking by, paying attention to the writing on the floor?
I am going
So
to.
we're undoing my mage handing.
We are. You did not spend that spell for the day.
Okay.
Saved your jazz hand.
Alright, so yeah, I will investigate said box. I will even roll on spot if you need me to,
I do not. Let me get a second here.
which
All right.
sucks because I actually have a better spot roll now.
So, 2 jackal-headed human figurines in the painting are portrayed as if holding a bronze chest, which is real and protrudes slightly into the corridor. The chest is hinged on the bottom so that it allows the lid to swing down. Actually, go ahead and roll me a spot check.
Haha!
I'll check.
Spot
You
check.
can do this, spot check. We believe in you.
And even with my new increased fucking value. Oh,
Hey,
actually,
there you go. All right.
okay.
The chest bottom opens if a stud on the top of it is pressed. The stud on the top, though, seems to have a poison needle attached to it.
Whop.
You get the
Okay.
feeling, though, you could probably avoid getting poked by the needle if you were to depress it with the pommel of a dagger or something.
I will. All right. So, looking at the stud at the top of the box,
Mhm.
how big would you say the stud is?
Oh, $half size?
He's
Okay.
about 6'11". He's wearing
Yeah.
a Speedo, just like laying on.
He's
Lounging.
totally ripped.
Lounging.
Totally
Kinda.
ripped.
All right. So what I will do is I will go into my pouch, and I will pull out a coin,
Okay.
and I will put the coin on top of this spike, so that there's a coin between me and the poison spike.
Yeah.
And I will press down on the. Actually, well, hold on. So, if the box is here, well, come on, stop. If the box is here, then I will be on the side of it. So I'm going to step to the side, so I'm not in front of the hinge. So if it swings down and spikes shoot out, it shoots me in the face.
Okay.
I'm going to stand to the side of it and then press down on the.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right. The lid of the box falls open.
Mm-hmm. And nothing shoots out.
Nothing shoots out.
Baby
I will tentatively peek around the side of it, because I don't want anything shooting out in my face either.
Okay. Looking into the box, you can't see anything inside of it.
So it looks empty, or I just can't see into it.
It looks empty.
Well,
I will let you think on that for a minute as I get everybody else's.
Sure.
Steve, what are you doing?
Yonder's going to cast a spell called Detect Snares and Pits.
Okay.
Righteous.
Roll me.
It has a 60-foot range.
It's a 60-foot range. Okay, good to know. Thank you very much. Alright, let me see. Where from 60 feet from you is here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we see the end of the room?
No, no.
We just okay. So this room is huge. It just keeps going.
It is a long corridor, yes. I am, give me a moment to highlight the pits for you.
Nice use of a spell there.
Yes,
Rude.
that was, job. Well done on that one, because this will make navigating this hallway much easier on you guys. Alright. Now that one needs to be moved. And one final...
I'm just going to assume there are no snares in this room.
No, but there are a whole shit ton of pits. There you go. Red boxes are pits.
Wait, didn't we establish that there wasn't one right on top of the box?
There is not not an open one currently right under the box.
Garen,
You're attacking the darkness
you're standing
like
on a
gazebo.
pit.
Don't move. Fun zone. That's right. We're in the fun
It's over
zone.
the Indiana.
Odd question for my druid though. Does that make them like, you know where they're at, or do they like glow or something? Hi, Liam.
You can detect.
a piece.
So you know they're there.
Let's see. I know the general type and trigger for any of the ones that are examined.
They are pressure plates.
Okay.
So as they are all currently sealed, but you can get since you know the triggers, you know that they are all triggered via pressure plate.
Okay. Can I?
This
see
one's trigger is spousal abuse. The other one is racial epithets.
Well, you still want us to go in turn of our movement-wise. You want us to go in initiative turn, right?
Right.
Can I
we can-
see the pressure plates
can-
for them?
Can you see that the pressure plates are directly over the pits?
So like in the middle.
Yeah, if you were to step in any of those 4 squares, it would trigger.
I see.
Aside from the one that Cypher is currently standing on top of.
Right. Well,
So-
Olga has a thought though. Is she's not going to move before her turn comes up because that wouldn't be fair. But since we're kind of like shooting the breeze, you're in celestial bear form. Not really a pulse.
I think we retconned.
No, we retconned
Oh,
it, dude.
retcon that. My bad. You're not in celestial. So Olga's just gonna, she's not stepping up behind him, but she's doing like a free action of pulling one of the pieces of chalk out of the bag of plentiful dungeon exploring stuff and like raising an eyebrow. We can mark them?
Yeah, do I have enough turns in my, or enough actions in my round to start drawing, like, at least the edge of, a few of these?
Yeah.
You can at least put like an X from
you
corner
guys
to
can,
corner.
Yeah, you've got a turn to mark them. At least the first couple, two there. Two or three.
Yonder's gonna start, like, or if not that, then, like, pointing it out and being like, just don't cross this line.
Yeah.
And tell Garen to be extremely careful.
I'm just thinking the whole, if we have to retreat through this room thing, I don't want to forget where the traps are.
So what you're saying?
How did
Shinji,
Olga
is this
die
is-
badly?
This is the dungeon of Tumblr, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Alright, so that'll be Yonder. Anything you want Tambourine to do?
Nah.
Okay. What's Olga doing? Sorry, I meant to mention this. The other light blue box that I've drawn is where the prisoner is painted on the wall.
Okay.
So you have a point of reference.
See, I'm trying to solve a riddle in my head, but it wouldn't be fair if I solved it because Olga's not that bright. She's wise, but not that bright. So it's like, because all I'm thinking is, it's a box. Prisoners are routinely referred to as in a box. So all we got to do is figure out how to open. We've opened the box. The prisoner might be able to be moved, or something like that, or something along those lines. They're going to tie together. I have a feeling because it's magical and riddles and stuff is going to tie together. But that being said, Olga is like not that bright. So she's just going to scoot down 1, 2, and be next to the druid because he's making pretty marks on the ground with chalk. And she's like, "What are you doing?"
All right. Gingy, what are you doing?
Down. So has Cypher shared his experience with the box, like that he's opened it and it appears empty, etc., etc.?
I'm sure you probably did. You guys have the speaking stones, and so there's no reason you won't tell each other everything. So.
Okay. Well, I will then go back to my old shtick here and cast Mage Hand into the box and sort of feel around for like a false bottom, something like that.
Do you get tactical feedback from the Mage Hand?
I thought I had some sense of like weight and stuff because it does have like stress limits.
Fuck it. For the rule of why not? Yeah, there's reaching around in the box. At the top of the box, there's a lever that the hand can grasp.
Okay, well I'm gonna. Well, shit.
I gotta feel the lever. I
was like, I know. I'm like, I don't like Cypher standing there while doing this, especially after Yonder basically just drew a square around Cypher's feet. So I will. Once the lever has been detected, I'm not going to pull it.
All right.
I will tell Cypher that there is a lever in the box, but you may want me to pull it from a distance as you back away. Because he is standing in a chalk square.
Alright. Cypher, what are you doing? He's like, nope.
GTing the FO.
Got it. Alright. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Cypher?
I am going to try to... Well, basically, this entire thing is full of...
tomfoolery.
Well, yes. What's the symbology here?
It's got more boxes than a whorehouse?
Jeez, that was a...
I don't know, Mr. Jones.
Well, no, it's. I guess maybe that would explain why Olga got it right away. Olga's been a prisoner before. That was how you guys met her. She understood the symbology of you're trapped in a box. Those guys are prisoners. Somehow we got to open the box to let the prisoners go.
That was a Boondock Saints reference. You people suck so much.
I am not on my game for pop culture references tonight.
Jeez.
No.
Alright.
My brain's fried. So.
What's the symbolism? So basically, this entire hallway is it's a mural of all kinds of shit. So warily, obviously, keeping my eye on the party, because if something comes rushing down the hallway or from behind us or something, I want to be ready.
Sure.
But I guess I will distractedly look at look at the mural, look at the floor, look at the text, anything that is recognizable or will give me some insight, because I can't exactly start stabbing shit with my spear, and that's what I'm good at.
Okay.
So I will just try to get an idea of what's going on here, because
Yeah.
obviously I'm out of my depth in this situation.
All right, so continuing with the script on the floor,
Mhm.
you eventually study it long enough to get the rest of what is written there, and the whole thing reads: Aserat congratulates you on your powers of observation, so make of this whatever you wish, for you will be mine in the end no matter what. Go back to the Tormentor or through the Arch, and the second great hall you'll discover. Shun green if you can, but night's good color is for those of great valor. If shades of red stand for blood, the wise will not need sacrifice aught but a loop of magical metal. And I will copy paste this.
Yeah.
You're well
you.
along your march. 2 pits along the way will be found to lead to a fortuitous fall, so check the wall. These keys and those are most important of all, and beware of trembling hands and what will maul. If you find the false, you find the true, and in the columned hall you'll come, and there the throne that's key and keyed. The iron men of visage grim do more than meet the viewer's eye. You've left and found my tomb, and now your soul will die. And so you guys have a better way of reading all that shit. Let me copy
So
paste
so
it.
one of the literate people just read that out loud.
Yeah.
Olga's really thinking about leaving. She's like, eh. The words frightened her. Not what the words said, just reading that much. Good poem, though.
Yeah, I cannot claim that I wrote it.
It rhymed and stuff.
It did. There were.
Olga knows a poem,
Beautiful.
too. There once was an orc from Nantucket.
Where's Nantucket?
You've heard this one.
Can I make a knowledge geography to find where Nantucket is?
Right. What is a Nantucket?
It's a suburb of Phaedra.
Ah,
Sorry, the formatting's funky when I copy and paste it from a PDF for some weird reason, so I'm trying to get it to where it doesn't look like shit.
Dun, 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 dun.
There once was an orc from Nantucket. She wielded a staff and sanded the shaft to place it back down and then fuck it.
I'm sure you were going to
No.
say something about a bucket. There you go.
Holy crap.
That first part is still terrible, but you can read it. Yeah, now I don't have to do a whole bunch of fucking reading for a while. At least not out loud. And I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick.
I think you've got a problem.
I'm gonna BRB too.
BRB 2.
Everybody's leaving!
Okay. Olga shares that conspiratorial look at the sorcerer. We can leave at any time, right?
I mean,
We abandoned the...
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, hey, it's Jim. We were talking about letting the other 2 party members find all the traps and die.
No.
Ridiculous.
Absolutely not.
Preposterous.
Whose
Boom, boom, boom.
whose alignment's changing to evil? What?
Well, mine's been there.
Alright, so that is Cypher. You spend your turn deciphering that and reciting it aloud to the group.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Yonder, what are you doing?
He stepped away for a second, because he
Oh.
stepped away.
Alright,
Cool. Does that make it my turn?
it is not.
Damn Tamarine.
Damn tambourine.
Dim tambourines.
Yeah, it's cool. Actually,
Tambourine.
it's cool to finally see that's how you spell his name, though. Because I'm spelling it Tamerlane, Tamlaline. Oh, it's Tamerine. Like
I was setting up everybody's level 10 characters today, and I was like, oh, look at this checkbox that shows see nameplate, see first bar. I was like, oh, I bet this way they can see their health. And I'm sure, I think 3.5 was kind of a stickler, like, you don't know anybody, and I'm like, you know what, no, fuck that. You can at least see if somebody's been hit a lot, and, you know, if they're a little bleeding. So, figured the bars are vague enough that you guys will be able to tell if somebody's injured, and to kind of what extent.
What the shit? I bought this new Rat Trap action figure, and it came with an IDW comic book, and Rat Trap's not even in the damn comic book.
What comic was it?
It was Transformers Generation, and the top of the issue says Rat Trap. But I don't. There's no. He's not in this issue. They've been doing this for a little bit, like the newest adult-themed collector. Hey, remember this guy? Line of Transformers have been coming with comic books. I just think it's weird. Like I loved Rat Trap growing up, and he looks like a great representation, so I bought him. And I'm flipping through the comic book, and no, I want a wisecracking rat.
Alright, Steve, what are you doing?
Okay. So there's this painting over here.
Yes, that is the painting of the prisoner,
Alright.
kind of holding the bars of his cell.
And there's nothing about a prisoner on this. Oh. Here, wait, let me.
Well, player knowledge, yeah, player reading what's in there. Pits along the lay. In theory, 2 of the pits are fortuitous, so maybe 2 of the pits have some good stuff in them, kind of thing for this room. Maybe there's like all the pits.
Yeah, let's see. So we haven't seen any of the Can Yonder get close enough to take a look at the picture of the prisoner without
Yeah.
stepping on the
Yeah.
pressure plate?
Yeah, if you want to move, like, right here, and give me a spot check.
Spot check.
Oh, Jack! Nice roll. Nice roll.
Oh, I gotta
Yeah,
change
very
it.
nice.
Okay.
So the... Hang on, I'm trying to find...
Because it was dog-headed guys holding the box.
Right.
And it was...
Yeah.
There-
Are
yeah.
they dogs or are they jackals?
They're jackals.
This is the one that we thought was a door.
That, what you're looking at is a portion of the painting illustrates an iron door that is evidently confined some sort of horrid creature. Its clawed and scaled hands are grasping at the iron bars of the small window that can be loosened to torment prisoners. The plaster and lath behind the painting of the door is broken, and you do detect that it looks like there's an actual door kind of behind the painted on door.
Okay.
I'm just going to point out there is a lever inside that box on the wall.
Yeah.
You pull on it.
Sooner or later, we're going to have to pull it.
What's Tambourine doing? Is he just kind of coming with you?
Yeah, he's gonna come with me.
Okay. Then what's Olga doing?
Olga has to ashamedly say she got distracted and she was drawing little chalk mustaches on all the monsters on the mural on the wall she's closest to.
All right.
She was like, "What? I wouldn't do nothing."
All right. Gingy, what are you doing?
I'm trying to see what the hell's wrong with my cat.
Is he clutching his stomach and rolling around?
No, she's just
Get down.
had paws on the wall staring straight up at the ceiling and howling at it.
There's a moth up there, bro.
There's not a damn thing up there.
There's a moth up there. You just can't see it.
I'm gonna mage hand that lever.
All right.
Knuckles out.
The lever moves easily,
Baby powder my mage hand.
and once it's pulled, the trap under the box opens into a 30-foot deep pit.
Can we see the bottom?
Kajuka.
Lying among the debris that gather around the spikes at the bottom of the trap are several bones and a layer of dust.
Anything shiny?
Roll me a spot check.
Spot check.
Check.
Honk.
Yes, it looks to be a pair of goggles, kind of in the dust at the bottom.
I suspect they do nothing.
I got that one! Yay! I'm not.
Would I be
completely
able to? Would I be able to mage hand down and pluck them up since they don't weigh that much because
Yeah.
they're goggles?
Yeah, you can get them.
All right, cool. I'm gonna pull these goggles out of the pit and
Alright.
bring them to me before the hand dispels.
Alright, you have. These are for you to add to your character sheet called Goggles of Day. And I will copy paste description because I'm fucking lazy. But essentially, it gives you dark vision when you wear them. And here's the description.
No, you're gonna move the cool poem.
You didn't copy paste it already?
Yeah, it's in Skype.
I'm gonna scroll up so I don't see that. I want to be able to read the poem again, because it's
Again,
It's important.
it's got
again,
clues.
most of us copy pasted it, I assume.
There you go. Alright, so this pit is open now.
Chunka.
I need a way to just.
So if I was a vampire, it would give me some extra time in the sun.
It would.
Huh?
Well, you know, it makes a sun lamp easier to stay in if you got shades on.
That's true. Is that all it looks like? Is it those little rubber nipple like eye bikinis you wear in a sun tanning bed?
It might be.
Which I could totally picture Dr. Edis rocking a pair of those.
Oh, I will totally put those on my hat so I look all
Steampunk.
lemony snickets and
Steampunk
blimps
shit.
and clocks and shit.
So what?
That
what
was
this
the
is
fucking
basically
funniest
saying
thing I've seen in a while.
is that vampires aren't affected by sunlight naturally; that it affects their vision only. That's weird. That's really weird.
So if a vampire walks out in the sun, he just gets all squinty, going, "Ah, Christ!"
Fucking
maybe.
bright out here.
Vampires just have hangovers forever.
Well, no, it's just saying they're magical enough. They give the vampire a bonus little endurance to it. But I see what you mean. It's like the damage to them is focused through their eyes, kind of thing.
Alright, Cypher, what are you doing?
All right. So obviously, I'm going to gaze. I will gaze over the edge of the pit to see the spikes and the levitating goggles,
Alright.
and then crap. All right. Then I guess let me see the. Hold on here. So there's that. There's that. And then the hallway goes off into the darkness.
Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy. Okay. Well, let's see. I guess what I will do is I will trail behind Yonder as he's scrawling boxes on the floor
Okay.
because he's marking potential hazards.
Okay.
So I will make sure not to step on the areas that he is clearly delineating
Alright.
as a danger.
Now we just for ease of access, he's already marked all of the boxes that are marked.
Oh, okay.
So what he
I
was
like the one that
doing,
says free puppy.
what he was doing last turn is looking at the door that had the hands kind of painted on it, and
Right.
determined that it is an actual door with a door painted on it.
Okay, let's see. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I will move to there.
Okay. Steve, what are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait. No,
Okay.
and wait. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, Steve, what are you doing?
Okay, can I, like, bop the pressure pit with my spear heft?
Sure. So you boop the plate and the trap falls open. It's a 10-foot drop with spikes at the bottom.
That looks familiar.
Nothing shiny?
Nothing shiny in the bottom of that one.
Okay. Does it close again or does it stay open?
It stays open.
Nice work with the fine traps.
That was a very good use of pit trap find.
Yeah, right. That's the second level 1 spell I've used today, but it wasn't. It was much better than the other one I used. Can I like jump across this? I guess we should open the door first, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you jump across it, you would just be jumping headlong into the wall, and it would probably hurt, and then you would fall, and that would probably hurt.
So is this actually? You said that there's like a latch that's not painted on.
That was the box. The door here is painted onto the door. You just happen to see it because the plaster is kind of giving away around the corners.
Okay, can I like push it with the spear heft?
Yeah. So you can roll me a strength check real quick. So that's you got a 10-foot gap between you and the door. Pushing that open is gonna be a little interesting because it's sealed with the plaster and stuff. It gives a little bit. The pushing on it kind of shakes some of the plaster free from around the edges, but it doesn't open. But the door is kind of clearly outlined at this point.
Okay.
All right, Tambourine doing anything?
If only he could have reach bare hands.
Ah, bare hand!
You open the door with his bare hands.
Nah, he's just gonna be like, "Brr."
Alright.
I'm
gonna growl at the spikes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him the Second Amendment from now on.
There you go.
Alright, what's Olga doing?
So, Mace of Awesomeness is hanging on my belt. Actually, the Flail of Awesomeness is hanging on my belt because Olga wants to have her 10-foot pole that was part of our equipment list in her weapon hand, so to speak. Shield in one hand, 10-foot pole in the other for poking stuff.
Okay.
Free action, asking the sorcerer, because he was the one who made the awesome roll. Aceract was undead. Comma, right? Question mark.
He was a lich.
Okay, so it's
yes.
Using my awesome feat that I took, the extend spell, we're gonna cast the level 1 spell acting as a level 2 spell, hide from undead on the party.
Okay.
So everybody gets a little hide from undead action.
Alright. Anything
It
else?
seems like the thing to do. That's her turn.
Alright.
So it would take I would have to go 1, touch him, 2, touch the bear, 3, 4, 5, and I can move
She's
6,
so
right?
handsy.
Yep.
6. So it's
just walking around.
I have
touching
enough to touch everybody and myself. Hey,
She's
I
gonna
figure it
touch
might come
yourself?
useful.
Man.
All the time. All the time. When I'm thinking about that bear, roar.
Alright, Gingy, what are you doing?
Well, so the 2 pits with doodled spikes are the 2 open pits currently, yes?
Yes.
So, I wasn't 100% following what triggered, like what was done to trigger the second set of spikes.
Pressure plate over the spikes.
Okay, so the pressure plate was on top of the door that opened.
It's on top of the pit, yeah.
Like, that's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
the floor that swung open, the pressure plate was on that floor.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. And the blue on the other side of that pit was the drawn door that appeared to be kind of real.
Yeah, it was the drawn door that appeared to be drawn on top of an actual door. That is clearly outlined now. Yonder poked it with his spear, and so the plaster has kind of come away around the edges of the door. The door is kind of clearly defined now, as far as the edges of the top and sides. But yeah, it looks like there's an actual door there.
So what about the mechanism for the doors, or like a knob or like a hook ring or like?
There's not.
What,
It looks like it swings open, so away from the hall that you're currently in into the hall behind it to open. So you could probably, with enough force, just push it open.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Because my mage hand can't actually produce that much force.
What's the amount of force behind the mage hand?
Like 15 pounds.
Yeah, that's enough to open it.
Alright, fuck it.
Yeah,
I
might as well.
will do that. I will mage hand push the door open.
Poke.
Alright, you guys should see. Hopefully that worked correctly.
See a little
And
light.
You can see a little bit of light into a hallway back there behind the door now. Alright. Good. That means the rest of the dungeon's gonna work correctly.
Alright, so with that being open, I'm basically gonna, address the party. Like, the riddle did suggest that there were pits in here that may be beneficial. Before we go through that doorway, do you want to try and check them out?
Oh yeah, shinies.
Money, big time money.
I'm still in for a percentage of everything we find. That was part of my contract, so.
Well, does this way keep going? Yeah, it goes for a while.
This
so
one's
like
really big more in.
presumably we'll come back this way at some point if you want to like loot the dungeon.
Well, if things stay consistent, we'll walk down this hallway and end up right back where we started. So.
That's very true.
Well, I'm just going with the riddle. One of the little cute things it said was, the wise will not need to sacrifice aught but a loop of magical metal. It wouldn't be a bad idea to check all these pit traps now in case one of the helpful things in the pit turns out to be a loop of metal that we can use.
Right, like a magic ring.
Alright, that's legit.
That was kind of my line of thinking, far less than...
But what Olga says is, we should look for shinies. Smiley face.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to convey, is not necessarily like, hey, we should start trying to loot, but this riddle is going to be more complicated than I pushed the door open. So I suspect there may be something in this hallway that may aid us.
Right now, there's a lich somewhere looking in a scrying bowl on curses.
Or or a GM.
I mean, both me and the cleric have detect scrying, so if you guys are really worried about that, we could probably figure it out. Did you prepare detect scrying?
I did.
Alright, so what do you do? Gingy, push the door open. Are you moving anywhere?
Well, let's see, how many did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did move.
Okay.
You only moved two. You moved 2 squares though. You've still got some more move left if you want it.
Screw it, I'll go next to right here, why not?
Alright. Cypher, what are you doing?
Well, let's see. We already know that these 3 blocks, these 3 squares are... Oh, wow, okay, he went that far down?
Yeah, I just went ahead and marked him because his sense did 60 feet, so...
Okay.
I just went through and marked him to make everything easier.
Okay, that's fine. Well then I'm going to continue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once again, distractedly looking at the wall, looking at the floor, trying to see how much I can learn from my surroundings as possible.
Okay. As you continue on down the hall, nothing seems to really kind of stand out to you, like the box or the prisoner door did. But you are continuing. The writing does continue down the hall, which you've gotten most of it. Or all
Can I
of it.
shout a couple words?
Sure.
Check the trap doors.
So do you want to set off any of the traps as you're moving along the hall?
The riddle did say that's where good times are, and we know where they are, so we could, like, you could kneel at the edge of one, pitter pat it, and see if something swings open.
Yeah, that's how I set the other one off. I just bopped the pressure plate.
Actually, no. I'm not going to open any of the traps while I'm standing near them.
Okay.
I will go as far... basically, I want to go to the end of this, if it's possible, go to the end of this hallway, this corridor. If it ends, if it turns, because God only knows what we'll find. So
Okay.
that's my plan anyway.
Alright, so you're just moving then.
Yeah.
And the mural goes all the way down.
Yeah, it does.
It didn't stop at the door. Okay.
No.
It's the whole hallway is muraled.
Yes, it is.
Pretty pimp hallway.
All right, Steve, what are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna come up and dop this.
All right.
Crap.
That one is opened. Same as the others. 10-foot pit, spikes, fresh poison on them.
Cool.
Alright. Whoever has been doing my spike doodles, I appreciate it. Please continue.
Is there a puppy inside?
There is not. If there was at one point a puppy inside, it is now no longer a puppy.
It's now
Sad one
Swiss.
tear.
It is
One-
now a dead puppy.
It is.
One single orcish tear.
Can Tambourine like come up and like bop a pressure plate with his paw?
What's his intelligence?
I can.
Where is it? He should have it on there actually. Is it higher than 2?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It is 2.
Oh,
Although
yeah.
he should get.
Yeah.
Or just get more because of animal companion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should have been going up per level.
Yeah, he can bop it. Fuck it. That's fine.
Yeah, I could also turn into a bear and tell him in bear language.
That's fine. All right, so that one is open as well now. Olga, what's Olga doing?
She's looking sadly down at the pit because she was really hoping to find a puppy. But she's looking. She's going to step over here to the edge because she's contemplating the how do we get into this hallway. The crowbars that we got, are they metal?
They are.
I know that sounds stupid, but you can't have a wooden crowbar.
Yeah.
So, testing if she just lays the crowbar down. Where's that arrow thingy? I always forget which one's the.
Is that a
I always
puppy
forget
in
which
that
one's.
pit?
There we go.
That's a
If
puppy.
if
in
she
that
lays, if she just like takes the crowbar and lays it like this as a shit. Come on, lays it like an angle. You can't see the blue thing I'm drawing, but
Yeah, I can see it.
so like where she's standing, lays it at an angle. So instead of making the blind leap, can use it as a step to help you make the step from the corner into that hallway.
Oh, hey. I was about to say, like, I can't draw anything with detail because the lines are so fat. I can make smaller lines.
Trying to.
Dead.
What are you going to be attaching the crowbar to so that it supports your weight?
No, it's a crowbar is a long piece of metal. I'm not saying set it way out, like crossing the entire pit, but it's set it so there's how long are the crowbars? I mean,
It's like 1.5 feet, maybe.
oh, okay, it's a pry bar. It's not a crowbar. Okay, sorry. I think crowbar and I think fucking like 5 feet long. Never mind then.
Oh, yeah,
Get that concept. Olga's like looking at the how hard of a step would it be around to get into the corridor.
it wouldn't be hard.
She's not big on the jumping thing. Last time she did that, it didn't end well for her.
No, it's you're skirting a corner. You could make that step pretty easily.
Okay, that's the big thing she's checking.
Yeah.
She's looking at the how to move along.
Yeah, you can just skirt the corner. That's no big deal. Okay. Is she actually doing it, or is she just looking?
No, that's what she was doing. She was contemplating the can you step around instead of making a jump.
Okay. All right, Gingy, what are you doing?
I am. Well, did anybody try to check the third pit for anything at the bottom of it?
They did
There's
not.
no puppy. There's no puppy down there.
But there's no puppy.
No
It's
puppy.
just spikes and poison. But no, I don't think Yonder took a detailed look at it.
I would like to
Tambourine
step up to
can't
the edge.
tell that there's shinies in it.
Okay.
I'd like to take a detailed look.
All right. There's spikes and poison and dust, and that's about it in that one. No shapes that look like they would be out of place or anything.
Okay. In that case... Well, I didn't roll for it. Did I have to spot check, or are you just going on my I looked?
I'm going on your eye looked.
Okay, so is that a minor?
It is.
I will then prep my ring.
Okay. You guys are not in combat, so if you just say, hey, I looked, then I'm going to give you a, hey, I took 10 and actually looked in the pit. So.
Fair enough. Oh,
Right.
I mean, but I had to actually spot check before. That's why
Yeah.
I'm asking.
What check?
Yeah, that one
check.
was because there was something buried under the dust, is why I made you spot check on that
Fair enough.
one. Cypher, what are you doing?
Okay, so, yep, like I said, just continuing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Do you have lights
Just
coming off
continuing.
you?
Yes, I do. I have it from my light source.
Oh, weird. I don't see any. Okay, fine. That's cool. It's just, I would expected a light radius around you, and I'm not seeing one, so, yeah.
I see a very faint one off of him.
Okay. Alright. What's Steve doing?
So, did Olga successfully make a bridge across that gap?
No, she was looking to see if she could just skirt the corner, and yeah, you can skirt the corner into that hallway if you need to or want to.
Okay. Yonder's just gonna go into that. And
All right.